doula work for different reasons, you know. It's established for one thing and it's developed like any industry will develop, but it's an incomplete conversation when it does not acknowledge the needs that some women have that others might not have. And so, I mean, whether looking at my own background, I talked about that before. I talked about the fact that what I see as a need, I didn't see that, you know, I didn't see my grandmother and great-grandmother, they didn't need a doula. They had support women around them. They couldn't go into hospitals, and so they made the support systems around them. I can't ignore that just because now there's a such thing as a doula, and it wasn't that. That wasn't the name of it before. It's still very, very relevant that women be supported, and that this is an incomplete conversation. It's not just about a doula. It's not just about being a professional. It's not just about that. There are different perspectives that are going to come up, and as they come up, you know, of course, everybody's not going to be happy with it, but. Yeah, I still get stuck on the maternal mortality rates and infant mortality rates with African American women, and even talking to you, you know, and being in the hospitals and seeing, you know, some of seeing cesarean rates and just talking to women and how many of them have cesarean. You know, I'm an educator at my core, and so I'm always going to think, you know, there's a place for an activist, and there's a place for a professional, and there's a place for social service organizations, but there's a place for people to be empowered individually, and that's my passion. My passion is individually empowering people, families, men to assist the women that they love, partners, all that. I'm intense about that. I'm very intense about that. I'm very intense because I live with resourceful people. I grew up with resourceful women. They were never failing because they didn't have money. They were resourceful. They made it happen. And I think that that's been lost. The whole thing of being resourceful. And that comes from having skills, the skills to do that. Not just head knowledge. People think education and think I mean information. You know, I homeschooled for 13 years. It's more than information. It's about actually having skills associated with the knowledge and the information that you have. What are you able to do with the information that you have? So it's more than saying, okay, now, you know, when you feel this, then that's going to mean that is happening. There's so many things we can do that we're not even taking advantage of. And that's huge for me. That's just huge.